So the Part 107 test, how I passed it, coming right up. What's up, boy? Drone Man X. Welcome back to Drone Logic for your drone and tech related info from my point of view. So the dreaded Part 107 test, right? If you want to fly commercially or do any commercial work whatsoever, you have to take it and you have to pass it. If you do anything whatsoever in furtherance of a business, you'll need it. So you can't say, well, I did some real estate photos for a friend. They didn't charge me, or I didn't charge them. So I don't need the certification. No, anything that's in furtherance of a business, you need the certification as well. Now, is it a difficult test to take? In my first-hand experience, nah, it wasn't very difficult. But like any test, you have to prep. You have to learn and educate yourself about what's on the test. Now, there are many places that you can go to get the information. You know, many websites. There are many websites out there that offer you, the 107 certification prep, right? You got Drone Pilot 101. You also have Drone Pilot Ground School, right? Now, these are sites that offer a one-time membership fee. And once you pay that fee, you're a member for life. And you can always go back and bone up on the information. If you got it, when you have to be recertified every 2 years, right? And they're constantly updating, and like I said, you're a member for life once you pay that membership fee out. Then you have places like Drone U, right? Now Drone U, they offer a monthly service. So if you want to look at prep yourself and you go to Drone U, you pay a monthly fee, and you can study up on the information that you need. Every month you have to pay a fee. Now the FAA also has a program that's similar. I think it's cheaper than Drone U. I believe Drone U is like $60 a month, and the FAA program is about, I believe, like less than 30. But it's similar. You pay a monthly fee to access the prep source information to prep yourself on how to take the test. And then there are some video editing courses out there I've seen. If you want to, buy a video editing course, some of them out there has the prep information built into the course. And new websites are popping up all over the place. There's a new one I just saw advertised on YouTube, Pilot Institute. I don't know what they fee a service is, but again, this is another place, that avenue that you can go to. But, being El Cheapo though, I'm going to basically do the most cost-effective thing, and I pretty much taught myself on information. Now, Tony Northup, basically, he put out a study guide, a Part 107 study guide, listing basically everything that you would need to know on how to take the test. And that's basically how I learned the information. I went through that study guide, the different points on what you would need to know. For instance, like I say, if you need to learn how to read a meteor report or TAF report, which are the weather reports for areas. And a TAF report, of course, is a weather report for specific airports. Well, I just went online, went on YouTube, searched the information, found out what I need to know, and I learned how to read the meteor reports. Again, if you don't know how to, it could be Spanish. But once you learn how to break it down, then they're easy to read. And if you need to learn how to understand a sectional chart, which are, if you look at them for the first time, it's a complete chaos. But once you go on YouTube, I search for, different YouTube videos, different websites that teach you how to break down the sectional chart. Once you learn how to do it, and it's not hard at all. Once you know what you're looking at, then it's very easy. Or if you need to learn how to understand airspace, again, all these things are necessary for you to pass the test. Go on YouTube, go on websites. That's what I did, and I did until I learned how to understand airspaces, right? And this also, the study guide, it also has prep tests. I see that he's updated, and he's added two more practice tests, bringing it up to 4. When I first saw it, it had basically 2 tests, and these were my go-to tests. The 3DR test, right, which is 120 questions. Of course, the test itself is only 60, but it's good to go through those questions and answer everything. And also the Rupprecht Law has a test, and this what's good about that test is it actually tells you why the answer and what the answer is and why. So these are my two go-to tests, and I basically went over these tests consistently until I was able to answer every question on all or both the tests. And at that point, I basically was confident that I can go in and take the test, in which I did, and I passed it with an 88 my first time, which is good because you don't want to waste $150. But like I said, the test itself is not difficult. It's basically, it's once you go in and learn the information, and I think anyone can easily pass this test. It wasn't difficult for me at all. Now I get, of course, everybody is different, no doubt about it. But this is how I passed the Part 107 test. And from the time that I decided I was going to take the test until I did was about a month and a half. So I made sure I gave myself sufficient time to learn the source. I didn't rush out because I didn't have to rush. But anyway, you know, if you want to take this test, it's not a difficult test from my point of view. But like any test, you have to prep. You know, you have to prep yourself. And you can go any avenue that you want to learn the information. You know, you can go to those different websites, and I'm pretty sure, you know, there are plenty other out there. But the ones that I listed are the ones that I've heard more of, and they've been out there. So they tried and true, you know, like the Drone Pilot 101. This is a tried and true program. Many people have, you know, thumbs up it. And, you know, Drone U's been out there for a good while. So these are the, you know, tried and true test prepping websites out there, but you can decide what you want. I'm pretty sure there are many popping up all the time as the drone hobby starts to get more and more popular. But anyway, this has been my drone logic for the day. I hope someone out there finds value in this information. And y'all, as always, until next time.